For weeks now, both the El Paso County Sheriff and the District Attorney have faced intense scrutiny after failing to use the state's red flag laws in a previous case involving accused Club Q shooter Anderson Aldrich. Tonight, another scathing critique, this time from a giant in the ranks of Southern Colorado law. Good evening, I'm Heather Skold. Bart has the night off. Thanks for making us your choice for your news at 10 o'clock. A retired district court judge and a respected veteran of Colorado's legal system is calling for an investigation tonight following the mass shooting at Club Q. He alleges that law enforcement and prosecutors didn't do enough to stop the accused shooter from causing harm. Investigative reporter Dan Beatty joins us live in studio tonight with more on what Judge Dennis Mays is saying tonight, including his calls for a state probe. Dan?
Dennis Mays held the position of district judge in Pueblo County for 24 years. Tonight, the retired judge is calling on the Colorado Bureau of Investigation and the Attorney General to investigate the handling of a previous criminal case involving the accused Club Q shooter.
I mean, we're talking about 5 people that are dead. The reason for the investigation would be let's make sure this doesn't happen again.
El Paso County deputies arrested accused Club Q shooter Anderson Aldrich for menacing and kidnapping following a standoff with law enforcement back in June 2021. Arrest records show the suspected Club Q shooter's grandparents told authorities Aldrich was making bombs, homicidal threats, and bragging about being the next mass shooter. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office took Aldrich's firearms, and a mandatory protection order was issued in criminal court to bar Aldrich from having guns. But they never used the red flag law and filed an extreme risk protection order through civil court. The sheriff's office says the mandatory protection order already made it illegal for Aldrich to possess and purchase firearms, adding that filing an extreme risk protection order would be unnecessary.
I think law enforcement should use every available means that they have to provide protection to the public. And if that means 2 or 3 different options, then use 2 or 3 different options.
Aldrich's charges were dismissed in July 2022, which lifted the order barring Aldrich from owning and buying guns. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office says it never gave back the guns they took from Aldrich.
We did everything we could have done on that case.
District Attorney Michael Allen said the 2021 Aldrich case was dismissed because of out-of-state victims refusing to testify, and the DA's office wasn't able to successfully subpoena them.
The fact that it was prosecuted all the way up to almost the end of speedy trial, and that the court then dismissed properly that case because the witnesses were not cooperating with the prosecution.
But Mays believes their prosecution efforts weren't aggressive enough.
Well, I've heard on numerous occasions the district attorney's office say, it's not your choice. And then they use the evidence that they have, that they gathered during the course of the investigation, even though they might have a hostile witness.
Both the district attorney and the sheriff declined to respond to the former Pueblo judge's allegations and call for an investigation. Reporting in the studio, Dan Beatty, 13 Investigates.